Welcome to the vibrant streets of Rio de Janeiro, where the air smells of sea salt and the rhythm of life is dictated by a bouncing ball. Here we meet Gabriel, a young boy with messy black hair, bright brown eyes, and a tattered yellow jersey, chasing a makeshift ball through the narrow alleys. In Brazil, football isn't just a sport, it's the heartbeat of a nation. It's a language spoken by millions before they even learn to read. For Gabriel and millions like him, the pelada, or street game, is where the magic begins. This is the story of how a British import became a Brazilian soul. Gabriel navigates the uneven cobblestones with a grace that seems inherited. You see, the story of Brazilian football started over a century ago when Charles Miller brought 2 footballs and a rulebook from England. But the Brazilians didn't just follow the rules, they reinvented them. They took the rigid, structured game of the Europeans and infused it with the fluid movements of their own culture. In these favelas, the lack of proper pitches forced players to develop incredible ball control. If you can dribble on a steep, rocky hill, a flat grass pitch feels like a dream. This unique style has a name, ginga. It is the spirit of the samba and the movement of capoeira, a martial art disguised as dance. As Gabriel dances around his friends, his movements are unpredictable and rhythmic. Ginga is about creativity and joy. It's about making the opponent dance to your rhythm. It was this specific cultural fusion that allowed Brazil to stand out. While others focused on strength and tactics, Brazilians focused on the art of the individual. They didn't just want to win, they wanted to play beautiful football, or joga bonito. But the journey wasn't always filled with sunshine and trophies. The first major conflict in the soul of Brazilian football happened in 1950. Brazil was hosting the World Cup, and the entire nation expected a victory at the brand new Maracana Stadium. Gabriel's grandfather often tells the story of the Maracanazo. Over 200,000 people fell into a deathly silence when Uruguay scored the winning goal. It was a national tragedy that felt like a funeral. The country was so devastated that they decided to never wear their white uniforms again, switching to the iconic yellow and blue. This defeat created a deep-seated fear, a complex that Brazilians were mongrels on the world stage. They had the talent, but they lacked the belief. The conflict was internal. Could they ever truly be the best? For years, the shadow of 1950 loomed over every player who wore the crest. Gabriel looks up at the Maracanã from his hilltop home, wondering if he could ever carry that weight. The pressure to win isn't just about a trophy. It's about proving the worth of their entire culture to a skeptical world. The turning point came in 1858 in the cold landscapes of Sweden. A 17-year-old boy named Edson Arantes do Nascimento, known to the world as Pelé, stepped onto the pitch. He brought the Ginga back to the forefront. He played with a smile that suggested he knew something the rest of the world didn't. Pelé didn't just play football, he composed it. Alongside legends like Garrincha, the angel with bent legs, they turned the game into a carnival. This was the moment the world realized that Brazil was different. They weren't just playing, they were expressing freedom. Back in the present, Gabriel watches old clips on a small television in his home. He sees the way those legends moved and tries to mimic them in the dust. The 1970 victory cemented Brazil as the home of football. It wasn't because they invented it, but because they perfected the emotional connection to the game. Every child in Brazil grew up wanting to be the next Pelé, the next Zico, the next Ronaldo. The yellow jersey became a symbol of excellence and a beacon of hope for those living in poverty. But being the home of football brings immense struggle. In the 1990s and 2000s, the pressure to maintain the joga bonito style while winning in a more defensive modern era created a new conflict. Fans demanded beauty, but the world demanded results. Players like Romario and Ronaldinho managed to bridge that gap. Ronaldinho, with his perpetual grin, reminded the world that football is supposed to be fun. He would look one way and pass the other, a magician on the grass. Gabriel tries the same no-look pass with his friends, laughing when it works. The climax of modern Brazilian football history often circles back to the 2014 World Cup at home. The 7-1 defeat to Germany was a trauma that rivaled 1950. It was a moment of deep soul-searching. Had the Jenga died? Had the world caught up and surpassed the masters? The streets were quiet again. But the beauty of the Brazilian spirit is its resilience. Like the samba that continues even when the lyrics are sad, the football never stops. They went back to the roots, back to the favelas, to find the next generation of dreamers. Now we see the resolution. Brazil has adapted. They have integrated European discipline with their natural flair. Players like Vinicius Jr. and Neymar carry the torch now. They still dance when they score. They still take risks that other players wouldn't dream of. For Gabriel, these players are proof that his dreams are valid. The favela is not a cage. It's a training ground. The resolution of Brazil's story is the understanding that while the game changes, the soul of the Jenga must remain untouched. Football in Brazil is also the ultimate social ladder. For a kid from the favela, a ball is a ticket to a better life for their family. This desperation and passion create a level of dedication that is hard to find elsewhere. Every touch of the ball by Gabriel is a step away from hardship. This is why they play with such intensity. When you see a Brazilian player crying during the national anthem, it's not just patriotism. It's the realization of a journey from the dust to the stars. So why is Brazil called the home of football? It's because here, the game is inseparable from the people. It's in the way they walk, the way they talk, and the way they overcome adversity. It's the beach football on Copacabana at midnight. It's the grandmother who knows every offside rule. It's the fact that in Brazil, the ball is the first toy a child receives. Brazil is the home because it's where football is most loved, most contested, and most celebrated as a true art form. The moral of this story is that talent without joy is just labor. Brazil teaches us that to be the best at something, you must love it with your whole heart. You must be willing to dance, even when the world is watching. As Gabriel kicks his ball one last time into the back of a makeshift net, he smiles. He isn't just a boy in a favela. He is a part of a lineage of kings. He is a reminder that as long as there is a child and a ball in Brazil, the beautiful game will always have a home. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the soul of the samba. If you felt the rhythm of the Jenga today, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the world of football. Comment below, who is your favorite Brazilian player of all time? Is it Pelé, Ronaldinho, or someone else? Stay passionate, keep playing, and we'll see you in the next video. Ciao!